Hey guys, this is Tic Tac the One. This is my fourth time trying to record this video. If it corrupts again, I'm scrapping the entire What If series. Anyways, uh, without further ado, let's get into the video. As Naruto sneaks out, he double checks to make sure no one is around him, crosses his legs, and enters his mindscape to see the waiting Kurama. It's been a while since we last talked, Naruto. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I've been busy. Are you willing to, share your chakra now? No. You're still far too young to use my power properly. Are you kidding? I'm a great ninja. Haven't you been watching? That is not my concern, Naruto. Also, you don't even need my power. What you want is to add me to your arsenal of tricks. Naruto laughs and scratches the back of the head. You can read me like a book, can't you? A picture book. The two laugh and spend the rest of the night talking. Kurama tells Naruto tales of the ninja's past. The ones he's seen at least. He tells him about the power he's seen harnessed, and also about the sadness that power calls to this world. That's why I want to get stronger. I want to bring peace to this shinobi world. I'm not sure how yet. Some of the philosophies I've heard say that peace is only achieved through total domination, where there is no land or power for people to fight over. That's a theory, but it's flawed. War and conquest bring suffering and hatred. No matter how powerful you are, you can never destroy that hatred with strength. Another thing I've heard is when people band together against a strong threat, they finally understand each other, because they've all been through the same thing. That's another theory, but that peace would only last a generation or so. And then when that danger becomes a distant memory in history, people would just begin fighting each other again, because they haven't shared the same hardships, right? Correct. The only way I've ever seen peace everlasting is the annihilation of hatred, but that's easier said than done. In the forms of wealth, power, and strength, it cannot simply be done. It cannot simply be destroyed by killing the harbingers of the curse, like was thought by your Sanju ancestors. They viewed the Uchihas as the ultimate harbingers of hatred, but Hashirama was able to bring peace and united them under the village. But that lasted only for a short time, before they ended up rebelling and had to be destroyed. Naruto looks away, feeling a bit ashamed about that last bit of information. You're not dense. You can sense it too, right? The hatred Sasuke has against his older brother. Is it wrong to wish the old man didn't tell me what happened to the Uchiha? What happened to Itachi? Every time I don't tell Sasuke, when I can, I feel like a liar. Telling him before he's ready will only redirect his hate. First, he must find a new goal other than vengeance. That is the only way he will be able to overcome the hatred inside of him. I can tell, since he's met you, his hatred has diminished. But he still is. Kurama stops himself. Damn it. This kid is getting him to open up about way too much. He almost brought up Indra and Ashura. Naruto isn't ready for what that means. What were you going to say? It's nothing, kid. Anyways, I'm tired and want to nap. All right. Sleep well. Naruto wakes up, and it's already the morning. Did he spend all night talking to Kurama? Wow. Kurama used to try to fire a tailed beast bomb at him every time he entered his mindscape. Progress, I guess. Naruto walks to the house, and senses that his team has already left, but he can feel one familiar presence at the house. Naruto runs in, and sees a bald bandit on the ground bleeding out from a wound in his chest. Inari is currently engaged in a fight with another bandit. He's doing well, but this guy has a sword. All Inari has is a kunai, and he's cut badly. Naruto rushes in between the two, stopping the blade with his own chakra-infused hand, and snaps it in two. Inari, go to your mother. Naruto, I can help! I don't want you to see this. Naruto stares daggers at the bandit. Inari runs away to his mother, who is currently tied up and gagged. He unties her and takes her to the back room. Summoning jutsu. Hellhound's fury! In seconds, a large, bloodthirsty hellhound appears and slashes with its claws, cutting open the bandit's chest, then disappearing. Not poofing or unsummoning, it literally turns invisible. Then all you can see is the man getting ripped to shreds as his soul is dragged, kicking and screaming from his body, and sealed in the depths of hell. Brimstone burns on the ground, but soon after disappears, and the floor has a small scorch mark on it. Inari walks out and sees the mangled carcass of the bandit, but Naruto walks up and cuts off Inari's shirt with precision, and begins to heal his wounds. Naruto asks, "Why didn't they come get me?" "They couldn't find you, so they left to the bridge. They figured you passed out training." Naruto sighs and hands Inari one of his special kunais. "If you need me, just drop this." In fact, it's a transformed Naruto shadow clone. "Stay here and protect your mom." On his way out, Naruto grabs the two bodies. The one Naruto dropped and the one Inari took down before Naruto got here, and makes another shadow clone, who cleans them up and poofs himself. "Don't worry, we'll be okay. Just make sure your mom is safe." Naruto runs off to the bridge, where he sees something he wasn't expecting. Sasuke trapped in some sort of ice mirror jutsu. Kakashi is fighting Zabuza, while Sakura has made two regular clones, and is circling Tazuna to deter a surprise attack. Naruto sighs and jumps onto the bridge, smashing his fist into Zabuza's stomach. "I don't give second chances, so you're dying this time." "Aren't you worried about your friend?" "He can handle himself long enough for me to destroy you." Zabuza swipes at Naruto with his blade, but Naruto jumps on top of it, smiling and kicking Zabuza in the face. But Zabuza and his blade turn into water. "A water clone," Naruto says as he's attacked from both sides. He jumps up and he's sent flying into the ground from a bash from the executioner's blade. Zabuza wastes no time and shoots a water bullet jutsu directly at Naruto, which Naruto has no time to counter. He takes the hit in the shoulder and it dislocates it, but doesn't destroy his arm like Zabuza intended. Naruto stands, "All right, my turn. No time for games, kid," as Zabuza slashes into Naruto, and Naruto jumps back into a kick from a water clone. Kakashi goes to jump in, but Naruto screams, "No! This is my fight! Stay out of it!" Zabuza steps forward and cuts Naruto across the chest, just barely scratching him, before a clone sends a water dragon jutsu, sending him washing across the bridge. Naruto tries to stand, but his legs are instantly swept by the real Zabuza this time, who gives Naruto a direct punch to the jaw, sending him flying into the railing off the bridge. "Damn it!" Naruto tries to react, countering Zabuza's fist, but he's met with another water bullet jutsu in the side, and falls again. Kakashi screams, "Enough! I won't let my comrade die!" and jumps in, slashing into the water clone. Naruto is angry but admits that he'll die without Kakashi's help. As the real Zabuza focuses on Naruto, the three clones take Kakashi, and the fight evens out a bit more, to the point where Naruto is about to land the finishing blow on Zabuza, but he feels a presence disappear. It's Sasuke. Instantly, Naruto changes his direction, charging up a punch and punches straight through the crystal ice mirrors, to see Sasuke as a pincushion. "This is my fault. I should have helped him immediately. Damn it!" Naruto screams, and for the first time in his life, he calls upon the power of the Nine Tails. The Nine Tails, who as of late has been rather calm, sees Naruto in this much pain and wants revenge just as much as him. Kurama gives Naruto enough chakra for a full one-tailed cloak, and Naruto punches Haku, straight through the crystal ice mirrors. Meanwhile, Kakashi is finishing off the water clones. He moves his sights onto the real Zabuza, whom he's currently dismantling. Like when he first showed his Sharingan, Haku tries his best to rush to Zabuza, but Naruto kicks him back, screaming out, "Your fight is with me!" Naruto punches the mask off of Haku's face, and seeing the gentle face underneath, his brain pauses for a second, and he falls out of his Nine-Tails cloak. But he still pins Haku down. "I'm sorry. I don't give second chances." He immediately forms a chakra scalpel and pulls Haku tightly to him, severing the brainstem, giving him a relatively painless death. Kakashi finishes Zabuza off with a lightning blade, and Naruto runs up to Sasuke and feels no pulse, no sense of life. He's dead, not just in a death state. Naruto screams for Sakura, and with all the threats done for, she abandons Tazuna, and Kakashi takes over. Naruto gently pulls out a Senbon, hoping Haku just shut down Sasuke's body. But his pulse isn't restored. Naruto calls on the Nine-Tails chakra and infuses it into Sasuke, and does his best to start CPR. Sakura starts crying, but Naruto snaps, "Now isn't the time to cry! Start medical jutsu! Heal his wounds!" Sakura jumps into action and begins repairing every one of Sasuke's injuries to the best of her abilities. The Nine-Tails chakra is actually helping the healing process, turning fatal injuries into minor wounds. As Naruto cuts into Sasuke's chest to keep his heart beating, directly compressing it, breathing for him. After 2 minutes with no pulse, Kakashi comes over and places his shoulder on Naruto and Sakura's shoulders. He's gone. Naruto and Sakura stop, and both break down crying. "I promised myself I'd never break the law. I'm garbage with this stuff, you know. I don't even know if it'll work." "Naruto, what are you?" Naruto makes a hand seal and stomps his foot, trapping both Sakura and Kakashi. "Impure world. Soul summoning. Reincarnation." "Naruto, no! You have no idea what that will do!" "Better than nothing. His wounds are healed, and his body's alive. He just needs a jumpstart." "You'll give your life force for his!" "That's the thing. I have infinite life force. I just hope he forgives being saved by a loser." "Naruto!" Naruto makes the hand seal and immediately collapses, all of his chakra taken away and given to Sasuke by the Reaper. Naruto's body is on the ground, dead, no pulse. Sakura does her best to revive Naruto, screaming that he can't leave her here. But both were linked, staring at each other in the ethereal plane. "Well, I guess infinite wasn't the right term for it, huh?" "You idiot. How could you follow me so quickly?" Sasuke screams. And Naruto notices for the first time Sasuke's Sharingan is at 3 Tomoe, and still activated in the ethereal plane. Naruto smiles. His plan worked, and Sasuke can return. "I'm not following you. I'm replacing you." "Wait, what? Naruto, you didn't!" "Life transfer jutsu. Life for life. I thought with an infinite life source, I might survive." "That's a bald-faced lie, and you know it!" Sasuke screams, his voice breaking for the first time. His Tomoe begin to swirl. Naruto smiles a sad smile. "Yeah, I know. But you died angry, an avenger. I died happy, someone who could give his life for his friend. Just don't waste it, okay? I know it means a lot to you taking down Itachi, but you need to give it up. Sasuke's eyes begin to burn and bleed, blossoming into a flowery pattern. Do you know what you're saying? Itachi killed my family to test his own... No, he didn't. What? Sasuke says, taken aback. Itachi killed the clan to prevent war. The Uchiha were planning a coup to seize the leaf and start another great ninja war, where they would try to take the world by force. Itachi didn't want to see another war. Actually, he didn't want to see the leaf destroyed in that war either. He killed every Uchiha but you because he loved you. And you had nothing to do with the coup. He went into exile knowing that he couldn't live in the leaf. The third told me. He said he was trying to grow your hatred so you could awaken your Mangekyo. So one day, he could die to you, eliminating every bit of hate in you all at once. So you could be the hero of the leaf. How do you know this? I know all the leaf secrets. The third Hokage just let this happen? He was unaware until it was over. And your brother begged for him to never tell you. Or harm the man that gave him the option. Who was it? Danzo Shimura. The same man that tried to kill me. He's truly a menace and must be stopped. Lord Third wanted him executed after his treachery with Itachi, but Itachi begged him not to, because it would be too public, and everything he did would be for nothing. Then he tried to attack me, after 2 suspected coup attempts, and the destruction of the Uchiha when he was looking for a peaceful way to end it, and trying to take my life. The third had had enough. He ordered the execution of Danzo, but Danzo and his trusted root fled. We're unsure where to, but I have my suspicions, and I'll tell you one day when you're strong enough to take out all of your hatred and anger on him, and burn him to ash. He caused enough pain to this world, and he's sure to cause more. Sasuke clutches his head and screams, No! Naruto, you can't die! We have to fight him together! I don't think I have much choice in the matter, Sasuke. But it's your turn to lead the leaf, and the world into an age of peace. I believe in you. You are my best friend, after all. As Sasuke tries to protest, he begins to fall out of the ethereal plane. Looks like you have to go, and so do I. Naruto smiles, and Sasuke awakes. His Mangekyo Sharingan burning, and tears of blood streaming down his face. Sasuke awakes and tries to scream, but nothing comes out. He can't move. His body had shut down. He had been dead for 20 minutes. His lungs inflate with oxygen for the first time, and his body returns to a normal state. When he's finally able to stand, he stares at Naruto's body and screams, No. His Mangekyo burns a bright red, redder than anything anyone has ever seen, and Naruto's eyes flash open. He takes a breath, and the world he doesn't understand escapes his lips. Izanami. Sasuke almost instantly loses a large portion of his sight, and his left eye, but strangely not all of it. Now, I bet you have a lot of questions like, what the hell? I thought Sasuke's abilities were Amaterasu and Kagetsuchi. He did, but that's because Itachi implanted Amaterasu in his eye, and his other eye just adapted to a similar power. But Izanagi destroys the user's eye. Why is Sasuke completely blind? This is true. In the series, Izanagi destroys the eye of the user, but that's because it's a learned jutsu. Only a Sharingan user can use it. In this story, it's Sasuke's main ability. If you're mad about that, you're really going to be mad about his left eye ability. It's Izanami. But Sasuke should have Kagutsuchi in that eye. In canon? Yes. But I'm following the theory that all Uchiha's powers are decided by the event that awakens their Mangekyo. Sasuke's Kagutsuchi ability, for instance. And another, for instance, Itachi, in the moment of losing Shishui, was feeling two different things. He wanted to destroy Danzo and everything around him. So, he gained Amaterasu. But he also wanted a world where war and hatred was gone. And that's what Tsukiyomi is all about. The infinite version, anyways. Obito, when Ren died, felt completely detached from the world. He had lost the last thing that was holding him there. In comes the ability of Kamui. And he also craved the ability to detach others from the world, which was also part of Kamui. Why does Sasuke get Izanagi and Izanami then? Well, gentle viewer, Sasuke in this moment wanted the ability to rewrite death to a favorable outcome, which is how he got his Izanagi. He was also feeling the rewriting of his own fate, which is why he gained the ability to rewrite others' fates. He doesn't get to spam the ability, though, because he gets maybe 3 uses out of it, and the eyeball is gone. Well, until he switches eyeballs, at least. Anyways, let's get back to the story, now that I cleared that up. Kakashi jumps towards Sasuke in fear and stares into his eyes. He's surprised to find that he still has vision in both eyes. All the stories that he's heard about this ability is that once it's used, the eye is blinded forever. Sasuke, your eyes. You have the Mangekyo. I know. Pay more attention to Naruto. Sakura is already on the ground healing Naruto's minor wounds and chastising him for being stupid. She doesn't understand what happened, but she thinks Sasuke somehow brought Naruto back. If it wasn't for Sasuke, you'd be dead right now, moron! Sakura slugs Naruto hard in the face. Naruto chuckles, glad to see that her taijutsu training is starting to kick in. And this just angers her more. And she starts laying into him. It's then that they hear the voice behind them. A man, short and ugly. You killed them for me. I'm glad now I don't have to pay them. Naruto just looks at the group of bandits intruding on the moment and sighs. Piss off! Naruto smiles and waves a hand sign. A great stone collapse falls, crushing them immediately. Hey, my infinite chakra's back. Cool. Well, I don't know about infinite anymore since the life transfer killed me. Sakura hits him again. Life transfer doesn't mean chakra transfer, you idiot! Kakashi-sensei tried to tell you that your life force consists of all the energy inside your soul! Chakra binds the soul. It doesn't make it. I thought you had learned everything. Kakashi sighs and smiles. This group, they're everything he wanted from his old group. He wished he and Obito were better friends, and Rin didn't have to die. But he notices something. Sasuke hadn't spoke a word since he revived Naruto. Sasuke, are you okay? Kakashi goes to place his hand on Sasuke's shoulder, but Sasuke shrugs him off. I need to be alone with my thoughts. So, Team 7 finishes the bridge. Like they should have in the anime. Like, come on, Naruto, you have shadow clones for free labor. It's named the Great Bridge of Team 7. With a monument that depicts the entire battle and the heroics of the young ninja. Naruto talks to Inari before they leave, giving him a few scrolls to help lead him into learning chakra control, and jutsus to protect his family and the village from further attacks. And Inari even considers sharing his knowledge, and when he gets older, starting a ninja village allied with Konoha. Maybe he could even have disciples. But that's something for another time. In the distance, a Team 7 returns home. A crow flies overhead, watching Sasuke and Naruto. A deep voice from the darkness sighs. So, he knows. Well, that may not be a bad thing. Instantly, the crow burns up in black flames. So Team 7 walked back to the village. And usually Kakashi would wait to tell them, but he just full stop says it. Okay, you guys showed powers that far surpass tuning, so I'm putting you up for the tuning exams. Anyone got an issue with that? No, all three say in unison. And Naruto asks Sasuke and Sakura to come meet him at the training grounds after they debrief with the Lord Third. Team 7 is given some time off, and now we meet the new face of Root. And it's not a bad guy. This time, it's Yamato. What? Why does Root exist again? Danzo is gone from the village. The village doesn't need Root. Actually, it does. Hiruzen is not a good Hokage, and when it comes to war, he's even worse. And always had Danzo make the shady calls. Yamato fills this role without falling into the darkness like Danzo. The new Root embrace emotion, but are willing to do anything to protect Konoha, even if that means doing the bleak crap that Danzo had to handle. While the Hokage and the ninja world and villages people in mind, Root only has one focus: preserving Konoha and winning wars if it comes to it. That means they handle things that the shinobi treaties would find illegal, like sending spies into allied villages and gathering information. Now, Orochimaru was working with Danzo to kill Hiruzen, so Danzo would betray Orochimaru and he'd become Hokage. But since Orochimaru isn't working with Danzo, and the leaf has spies on the sand, unfortunately we're going to have a boring tuning exams. Well, not too boring. Konoha Crush will still happen, but it will be different, and you'll see how. Anyways, during the weeks before the tuning exams, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are training. Naruto is splitting himself in two and teaching Sasuke different ninjutsu to use, and teaching Sakura taijutsu, medical ninjutsu, chakra control to enhance her strength, and different genjutsu. I know people don't like that I give Sakura things in my what-ifs, but come on, if I have to write for her, if I have to have her in existence, I'm not going to keep her the same useless strawberry. Being near two overpowered god-level shinobi has to wear off. Anyways, I think I'm actually going to cut it here. I had more, but if I keep going, this is going to get really, really long. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check in for part 4 sometime in the near future. And that should be it. Bye, guys.